It says record on it.
Okay, here on Uber Rock. We're here at the Barfly. Later tonight, Swedish rockers Coldspell are playing with Toxic Federation, Rough Cut and The Quill.
The Quill.
And I'm with some guys from Coldspell now. So guys, introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I'm Michael, guitar player.
Yes, and I'm Perra, play the drums.
And it's your first time you're playing a gig here in London, so you're looking forward to it?
It's the first time.
It's the first time.
Second time in UK.
Yeah, because you played the Said Rock Festival in Birmingham earlier this year.
In May.
Yeah, so how was that for you?
That was great. Was
Very good time.
Yeah.
It was a little bit early maybe.
Yeah, a bit early.
Because that was like a melodic rock festival, wasn't it?
Yeah, sort of.
Was there many other bands on that day that you enjoyed, you get on with?
Yeah, I think it were many great bands. Arabia was
Yeah,
a band.
the headline.
Was this Pride and Joy of UK? What's the name of it? It Bites.
Bites.
Oh, It
Yeah,
Bites,
yeah.
yeah. Because they had a big hit many years ago called
Yeah.
The Heroes, but there's a lot more to that band. And,
Yeah.
they're still a great live band now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about yourselves. And you got a new album out from the Cold.
Yeah,
Once again produced by Tommy Hansen.
yeah.
And in the past he's worked with Halloween, TNT, Pagan's Mind. So it's quite a good producer to get on board. And he produced your first album, Infinite Stargazer. So tell us about your relationship with Tommy.
Well, I think we're so lucky to have him on board, and I'm glad Khalil on Escape introduced and wanted us to have Tommy here. He thought the sound he had when he mixed that would fit us perfect, and I think it showed us. He really liked working with his songs, and I think he brings this more metal, more a tougher sound to this sort of melodic classic hard rock we're playing. So.
I think on the new album he sort of beefed your sound up a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah. I
Push
think,
it up.
yeah. Infinite Stargazer had a great sound, but it could have been a bit heavier produced. I can agree.
And for people who have not really listened to the music of Coldspell, describe your sound. Oh, so it's melodic rock, but it sounds a bit like White Snakey.
Yeah, some of the journalists that compare us with the 1987 White Snake.
Yeah, obviously the 87 White Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some written even on the first album were reviews. They were talking about Bluebird and stuff like that. And well, I read so many and heard so many compares. So.
And would you agree with those comparisons? Would you take that as a compliment?
I can influences. I can agree on. More like when someone says it sounds like influenced by bands like Badlands and stuff like that. That goes.
Like Badlands, a great band, like
Yeah.
Bacon on vocals, Jakey Lee. So that's one of your favourite bands when you were younger, growing up?
Oh, I love Regil and I love Jakey Lee. I think it was. It's not just that he's dead now. He's one of the best singers ever. He really was.
Yeah, I was lucky to see him because he was probably.
It was more like the modern Robert Plant.
Who with Bacon, you mean? Or?
Yeah, Regil.
Yeah.
100% feeling and everything.
Yeah, because he sadly passed away now.
Yeah.
It's a shame because he was one of the great vocalists that never really got the credit he was due. Really.
I don't think so. Yes.
And so tell us, you're from Sweden.
Yeah.
And how popular are you in Sweden?
I don't know, Perra. How popular are you in Sweden?
I don't know actually. This is this second album is this spring, this summer, been the first time for Coldspell out playing live shows.
Yeah.
I must say, because we have done like 20 shows.
20, 30 or something like that.
Yeah, it's been on this since February.
Yeah.
Until now. And before I joined the band, I don't know how many gigs we did on the first album. Infinite Stargazer was like 5, 6. So it's starting to build something up.
Well, I can say it hasn't been that easy for us in Sweden. I think we're in the middle of some sort of mix between this classic hard rock feel, some melodic, and some can hear some A&R stuff, and also something there can be influences from prog metal too. We both love Dream Theater and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not more like if I say bands like Heat from Sweden, for example, they're more easy to put in a.
And so, like from Sweden, for many years, like classic rock was dominated by the American and English bands, but over the last 10, 15 years, there's been an explosion of bands from Sweden and Scandinavia. And why is that? Why is the Swedish scene so good?
There's a lot of English bands maybe.
But it's like the Swedish bands who kept all the classic rock vibe going, but the English bands didn't in many ways. But we got so stuck in the grunge scene kind of thing. We ignored the classic rock, melodic rock. But Sweden and Germany really kept it alive.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
Also, we have many good musicians in Sweden. We also have, when they go from they're about 7-8 years old and go to school, they have music and a lot of opportunities to be encouraged to keep going. It's not just football and skiing and everything and ice hockey. Yeah.
And tell us about back to Sweden. Where are you from? You're not from Stockholm at all, are you? You're from up
No,
north?
it's a complicated story. I live since '97. Since '97 I live in Kiruna, up in the north of Sweden. So it's about 1,300 kilometers from Uppsala, where Lyrical is.
Oh, wow.
But thank God for the flights. So I used to live in Uppsala, and we played together.
Yeah.
And the bass player too. So when we had these changes in the band, when the drummer left and the bass player left, it was.
And what's it like? You say you're from the north of Sweden. How does that compare to the south of Sweden? It's like most of us really don't know Stockholm or Gothenburg. How's it like in the north of Sweden?
What's it like? Well, it's not a long summer.
Yeah.
Or we have snow now, and just so you know, it's where we live, Kiruna, up in the north. It's above the Arctic Circle, and the singer he lives in Jukkasjärvi, and that's the place where the Ice Hotel in Sweden is. So, but it's not always like that.
And tell us about the Ice Hotels. I believe you played a gig there.
Yeah, we played many gigs. Me and the keyboard player, we played in a sort of more world music oriented influenced band in the beginning of 2000, and we did that when they did this Ice Globe Theatre in pure snow and ice. We played some concert called Northern Light Rock Concert, and it was outside. And, well, it wasn't plus, it was below zero. All gigs. So I used to say I played. The gig was the most cold. It was 33.4 below zero, I think. Yeah.
So what would you wear on stage in that situation? Would you wear gloves and hat?
Yeah. Well, the first gig we did, it was chaos. I thought we're never gonna get this thing going. But after a while, when using this gloves for your fingers,
Fingerless gloves,
yeah, and some sort of warmer thing. You know this thing when you crack them and they warm up. You put on this above this on this hand, and then I use Vaseline for my fingers too. Otherwise, it's you can't play. I mean, when it's below 25.
And how long?
I mean, the strings.
And how long would you be on stage for in that situation?
Yeah, well, we did what we're supposed to do. Yeah, but it was a bit shocked. I mean, we did all the rehearsals and everything in a warm rehearsal room with 20 degrees plus.
And so playing at that Ice Hotel, if you played a hot gig, you literally bring the house down.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Can't be too hot.
And tell us about yourself. So you're a new guy in the band. You enjoying life so far in Coldspell?
Yeah, very much being with the band, and Michael called me in May. He asked me if I wanted to record the drums on the second album. I was very, very glad that he called me, because I was in another band, and I thought that, well, I can do this Coldspell thing. It'd be nice to do a few gigs and stuff. And then it was Out from the Cold turned out to be the result was very good, and now we're here in London. It's a good time.
So this is the first time you played like Holland, Sweden, and England. So tomorrow the world, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully London more times.
Yeah.
Especially to come together with Michael again.
Yeah.
He left in '97.
Everything is forgiven.
Yeah, everything.
And tell us about the album. Like I said, the album Out from the Cold. Some of the songs in there, like you've got videos for Heroes and Time. And especially like Time, it's a bit of like an anti-war message on there, and there's a bit of an anti-war message in a few of your songs.
Yeah, it's. I would not say it's some political message, but it's about our kids. Heroes is for it's my daughter who says that, who's that voice in the beginning and the end, and so heroes that's for the kids. They are heroes, and Time it's a bit of some sort of theme, you
Also,
can say.
we do live in crazy times. Like many years ago, like Sweden, you all did like national service because then we used to think it's the Russians that are going to come over. Now, we're not afraid of that. It's now it's a different sort of fear. Unfortunately, we always seem to live in fear of something, don't we? You know. And, at the end of the day, all we need is rock and roll in life, don't we?
It's easy when you write that kind of songs that lyrics. It's easy to get very, what can I say, banal. But I think that lyric is working with that song, and that's.
Well, so it's a positive message you put in your music, isn't it? Which is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the future plans for Coldspell after this?
After this, we go home tomorrow morning very early. First flight back to Stockholm, and then we will have a short break, and then probably in January we'll be back in the UK, and then hopefully in March go to the west side of the States, Seattle.
Oh, brilliant. So obviously it's something you're looking forward to.
If everything goes as planned.
That would be great.
Because obviously the sound of Coldspell is a very American sound.
Yeah, it seems so. I mean, I've done a lot of interviews with American radio stations and magazines and stuff like that since the release of Into the Stargaze, and that's what they say, that this kind of band and this kind of style does not exist in US.
No,
which I think is pretty remarkable. I mean, usually like.
Yeah, it wasn't like when in the 90s when the grunge came. Killed everything.
Well, I'll say because the melodic rock sound, I'll say White Snake and Muddy Cruise, it was the biggest thing in American rock music of anything really at the time, and then obviously grunge reared its ugly head and changed everything. So now it's time we took the crown back. Coldspell's been lovely talking to you. And, the album is fantastic, Out from the Cold. Go and get it, kids. And I wish you all the best for the future. And looking forward to tonight's gig. Thank you very much. Cheers. Take care. Cheers.
There you go, sir. You have to turn it off for me.